So my last video was pretty negative when it came to the current state of Modern Warfare, and how I believe that for the rest of the year, Infinity Ward should be willing to release small, incremental patches so that the game isn't miserable in between large updates. The game launched just under 2 weeks ago, and so obviously my opinion on Modern Warfare is ever evolving. Every opinion you've heard about Modern Warfare is subject to change in as little as under a month. Videos, gun guides, opinions will be outdated in like 30 days time, so not many things that can be said right now are going to age well, but I decided for this video I was just going to talk about the X Factor, which is no longer an X factor because X would be a variable and I'm actually putting a value to this, so it's not a variable, but whatever, it sounds cool. The X factor as to why I enjoy Modern Warfare in spite of some of its current launch problems. Problems that include challenges not tracking, crashes on my Xbox if I'm in a party chat, an incredibly versatile M4A1 assault rifle, an incredibly annoying Olympia shotgun, footsteps that are so loud they'd wake the dead, and claymores there to meet them. Performance drops on several maps, yada yada, I don't know, I don't want to get into that. This is a positive video. There's things that are wrong with every video game's launch, we all know that. Let's move on. Why do I like Modern Warfare? Okay. What I like about Modern Warfare is how varied one of my play sessions can be. The other day, my play session consisted of playing the Night Vision Realism mode, which is of course tense, dark, scary, one-shot headshots, very cool, very unique. Feels great to play as a change of pace, or at the very least, a change of aesthetic. Very fun. Then we hopped over to Ground War to complete some challenges, and of course that is large-scale combat with vehicles, long-range sniper battles, intense interior battles over objectives, and although it doesn't have all the depth that Battlefield has, it gives me that sandbox feeling that I've been craving from the Battlefield franchise for a while. So obviously that's a drastic difference coming from Realism Night mode in 6v6, and then going to Ground War, and then I needed to get some sniper kills. Now you might think, well, why didn't you do that in Ground War? I was playing the objective in Ground War, and I like to be more objective oriented in Ground War. Sniping feels a little bit boring for me in there, but I decided that a non-objective game mode that'd be great for sniping would be 10v10 team deathmatch on maps like Arvalok Peak, Grozno Raid, and Anya Palace. My daily challenge was to get 60 sniper kills, and I was able to do it without feeling like I was betraying my teammates by not playing an objective, so that was a lot of fun. Those maps are a great size for sniping, and personally, I kind of enjoy the slower pace of combat that happens in 10v10 team deathmatch. It's a lot of camping, but it's really good if you want sniper kills. My friend got tired of that, so we decided to play some 6v6 Kill Confirmed. Kill Confirmed obviously pushes people out of their camping spots, because if you camp and Kill Confirmed, you're likely not going to be able to grab all of your tags because you're killing people at a distance, yada yada, so people are more aggressive in Kill Confirmed. So we went from Night Vision Realism mode, playing in a more stealthy, methodical playstyle and trying not to get your head shot off, then going into Ground War, which is large-scale, sandbox, objective-oriented gameplay. Then we had some campy fun, at least I did, on 10v10 team deathmatch, sniping people, camping for the whole game. It was very slow, but it was a nice change of pace from Ground War, and then going into 6v6 Kill Confirmed. And that's what my play sessions are like. It's Ground War mixed with 10v10 domination and 6v6 domination, 6v6 Kill Confirmed, and then the Night Vision mode or Realism mode, then playing Hardcore mode to complete challenges with a pistol. It's varied. The X factor that I've now applied the value to, the fun factor for me, that's a better way to put it, is that my play sessions in this game's multiplayer, not hopping from campaign to Spec Ops to multiplayer, or zombies to Battle Royale to multiplayer, no, just playing the multiplayer, has so much variety in the experience that it's insane. At least compared to like something like Black Ops 4, COD World War II, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, the recent Call of Duty games can't match this level of gameplay variety. Now, the gameplay variety is increased by the variety in the maps. Now, people are playing more campy because that's what the game is leaning towards now. I've already made a video as to why that's not a good thing, and that the game could do some changes to promote more aggressive playstyles, because I want a variety of playstyles that allows camping, not a variety of playstyles that rewards camping and punishes aggressive play. So keep in mind that I know that that's a problem when I say this. I do come across a good amount of variety in my matches, even though it mostly leans towards people playing conservatively for streaks and trying to spawn lock people. Because the spawns are their own problem, I do get a good variety. I do get people that are playing more aggressively and are using the more parkour-like elements around the map to get around and flank me. and push my spawn, and then hold a lane, and then I'm fighting a sniper, and then I'm fighting people in a close range building. There's a dude that's pushing our spawn in 10v10 domination while his buddy sits across the map in a building with 2 claymores with a sniper rifle, and there's engagement variety there. Yes, it leans too much towards camping right now, and when they fix footsteps, they change the minimap, they tweak a couple of things here and there, they don't allow people to have 2 claymores, things can get better. But I enjoy the variety that happens in the game, and then customizing my weapons mid-game to different playstyles, taking the stock off of my M13, shortening the barrel, putting on the Merc foregrip and a laser sight, and using the thing as an SMG, or I can throw all that to the wind, put a bunch of attachments on it that make it more accurate at long range, or put a hybrid sight on it and a mix of attachments that makes it more versatile. I can play with each gun as I level it up, and leveling up your weapons feels like an accomplishment because it takes a bit, and when you finally get attachments, they mean something. All of the guns that I put the most amount of time into, I have been able to play with in a variety of different ways, on a variety of different maps, fighting against a decent variety of players with their own different playstyles. The name of the game is variety. That's my fun factor. My play sessions are varied. The combat goes from traditional Call of Duty 6v6 antics and kill confirmed, to Battlefield-style sandbox gameplay and ground war, to more methodical, not realistic, but definitely tense feeling moments in the realism night vision mode, and I can just bounce around between a variety of things, and they play a variety of different ways. I actually really like the decision to keep 6v6 separated from 10v10, because if I want to play 6v6 TDM, I can. 6v6 kill confirmed, I can. But I could also do 10v10 TDM, or 10v10 Dom, and that's on larger maps, and they play differently, and yeah, it's better for sniping. I can actually snipe in this Call of Duty game. I don't have to run around and quickscope. I can post up in a position and snipe people, and that's a nice change of pace. This is something that I think a lot of Call of Duty players of recent years have forgotten Call of Duty used to do really well. You have to remember that games like Modern Warfare 2 had maps that were like Skid Row, which was more close range engagements, urban engagements, and then you had maps like Rust, which was a clusterfuck shipment style map, and then you had Wasteland, and then you had Derailed, which just played like an entirely different video game, and it made longer play sessions, in my opinion, less fatiguing. And as Modern Warfare rounds itself out and incentivizes more play styles, tweaking footstep audio, nerfing claymores, buffing EOD, little things like that, guys, the game will play better. At least I have the high hopes that it will. One thing I forgot to mention, I haven't really played much of it, but gunfight is in the game. So if you want 2v2, no respawn, win your gunfights, or don't, next round. Win your gunfights, don't, next round. Win your gunfights, don't, next round. If you want that fast-paced experience, Gunfight is there for you. In a play session right now, you could go on, play 2v2 Gunfight, play Night Vision Realism Mode, play Ground War, play 10v10 Domination, play 10v10 Team Deathmatch, play 6v6 Team Deathmatch, 6v6 Domination, and then go into Hardcore, and then loop it all around again, and your play session has more variety than the entirety of something like Black Ops 4, at least in my opinion. Toss in the fact that you can play Headquarters Mode, Search and Destroy, or Cyber Attack, and you have a lot of variation here. So that's the fun factor. I'm done rambling about it. I hate doing these more positive videos, not because I hate being positive, but because I just get all excited and I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being very technical or exact about it. I'm just saying this is why I enjoy it. It doesn't have to be why you enjoy it. This could be why you hate it. I'd say go back and play Black Ops 4. Go play Black Ops 3. It has a player base. I missed out on Call of Duty games because I didn't enjoy what was offered. You can miss out on this one. I really hope that Infinity Ward doesn't do any drastic changes to what I'm describing here, because this, right now, is why I'm enjoying the game, and this video serves as the documentation as to that fact. This is why I love Modern Warfare right now, and as it gets better, I will enjoy what I'm describing even more. If Infinity Ward, for some reason, does massive changes to maps by making them smaller, removing pieces of cover, removing height advantages, making the game more simplistic to appease the masses, I'll be incredibly upset because this amount of engagement variety, customization variety, game mode variety is what I've been wanting for so long. And it's not perfect right now, and I didn't expect it to be, and I hope it gets better soon. Like I said in my previous video, if certain things I've mentioned aren't fixed within the next 5 days, I will bitch again. And I will definitely weather the comments that say I'm just a complaining bitch. I'll read those and move on. I'll put up with the lambasting people will give me for complaining again, but there are problems that need to be fixed. But here's the core of why I like the game in spite of its problems. Okay, this is just how I talk. Everybody that watches this channel for a while will know this is just how I talk, and that I'm not just trying to get to the 10-minute mark, but other people will know that if I am trying to get to the 10-minute mark, it's because YouTube's a rough place, and the algorithm likes 10-minute mark videos. Yeah. Life's a bitch, ain't it? See you when I see you guys. Goodbye.